Yep. I'll get me together. Ideas. How many times have you waken up in the middle of the night or the middle of the day, whatever, and say, oh gee, that's a great idea, and then you didn't act on it? Yeah. God gave you an original idea and you just didn't act on it. Oh, to be stupid. People will think, do people pay your bills and your rent and buy your food and sneakers for your kids? No, you did. You go out and you work. You collect it. So what was wrong with even trying something new? You know, back to the basics video. Just think a new thought. Just try it. What would it hurt? You ain't got nothing else to do anyway. Well, you do. You gotta live life, but you know what I mean. So, what would it hurt? You know, what would it hurt for you to just try that idea? Now, I say that because God gave me a really good idea when I was with a very wealthy man. He didn't feel he was, but to me, wealth is being able to walk to the bank and get, you know, a $500,000 loan just because you've owned your own business for 30 years plus. That is monetary wealth, you know, in my mind. Doesn't have to be in your pocket, doesn't have to be on a credit card. You can just walk into any bank and say, here, I've been with, you know, whatever bank for 30 years, give me money. Okay, here you go. You know? But anyway, and I had the idea that, you know, you get a nice little, good morning, piece of land. You know, I was then looking into a horse to 5 acres. And I said, you know, if we get this 5 acres, okay, we can have, you know, a whole half of one to ourselves. Anyway, you put 2 on each acre, right? So that would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mobile homes plus ours. That's right? Okay, ours is here. Okay, fine. So ours can be, you know, whatever we want. Had a great deal for less than $100,000. We could have got the property and the mobile homes, everything, all in one great big huge package deal. I was too scared to take me up on my idea. So what do? I'm a businesswoman that my mama raised me. I sold that idea to somebody else. Yeah, for a measly $100. So here in California, you can't buy, in certain sections of the town, you can only buy 2 acres at a time. So what this gentleman did, I'm not mentioning any names, of course, because he wouldn't appreciate that. He bought this 2 acres because somebody couldn't afford to pay their mortgage. Yeah, take over the loan, foreclosed loan, whatever. And then he bought that, and he let it sit for a minute while he was doing his other, you know, business. And then a few months later, the property next to it came up. So this was before I started videoing last summer. And I forgot how he found me, but anyway, he says, so you know, when you do a reading for me, blah, blah, blah. So after the reading, he says, well, you seem like you have a really great business mind. If you ever have any ideas for me, I would like to take you up on it. So I called him and I said, well, you know, my boyfriend, he's just sitting on this idea, and I thought you might like it. So anyway, I give him the idea, 2 per half acre, whatever. Charge each person here in the Silicon Valley, you know, well, he designated half for low cost, and the other half he charged the people like $2,500, you know. And so that was really, really good of him to do, you know. So that 2 acres and that 2 acres And then he put the mobile homes on it, charged half of them $2,500, charged the other half $800 to lease, lease to own their mobile homes. And now, today, just 1 year later, good morning, Dr. Michael's group. $2.something million. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he only paid like $40,000 for, that 2 acres. And I don't know, not any more than $50,000 for the other 2 acres. So what is that, $90,000? You buy a 10-year-old mobile home for what, $50,000? And now it's worth almost $3 million. Just simple ideas, and God gives me so many good ideas. But obviously I can't do them all myself. The ones I can do, I do. The ones I can't do, I try and tell you about. So, I have ideas. Do you have ideas? What do you do with your ideas? Do you just say, oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'll think about that later. You can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna always try to give somebody my ideas that I can't use. I'm not trying to shove it down anybody's throat, but hey, if you're willing to listen, I got tons of stuff to say. So just listen to those good ideas, just listen. What is it gonna hurt? What is it gonna hurt you? Say, oh yeah, I've been wanting to write a book, and don't get me wrong, I know that's probably one of the hardest things to do next to having children, maybe, I don't know. Do it. It wasn't easy birthing my baby, and all I had to do was type. Put all the information down, stick to a system so you stay on time. Don't let people talk your face off and waste your time. And next thing you know, okay, let me put it to you in a more simple term. Who was it? Oh, I think when I went to go see Terry McMillan when she published How Stella Got Her Groove Back. And I bought the book at the hotel that she was giving her lecture, whatever you want to call it. I forgot. I can't think now because I'm too excited. When you buy the book and then you hear the author and they sign it and stuff, the signing party. And one of the greatest things she said was, it's only a page a day. Imagine that. Imagine that. Just a page a day. And then at the end of the year, you have a book. And even if you want to, you can give it to somebody like me. I'll put it together for you. You want to self-publish, do your whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll put it together for you. All the bits and pieces. I don't necessarily mean editing. Editing is not necessarily one of my favorite things to do in life, though I just have been asked to do that. So I will honor that challenge and do it to the best of my abilities. What idea have you had lately? Did you just put it in the trash, or did you write it down? Buy a special notebook. If you're going to choose to succeed, buy a notebook and put those ideas in there. Just leave it in your nightstand drawer. Then when the time arises, you can say, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do it, honey, this weekend. I'm going to do such and such and such. And you know what your honey should say? Okay, honey, that sounds good. Yes, you should. Because it doesn't matter how stupid it sounds to you. What if that's the one thing God told him or her to do this life that's going to change how we think, live, do, breathe, whatever? You never know until the end, but you got to get to the end, So, what is your idea today? What idea did you have? What do you want to do? If you want to do something and you don't know how to pan it out, honey, ask me. I'll tune in real quick and tell you. It's kind of sort of this way, but it's still your idea. It's not my idea. It's God's way of telling you how to do it to the best of your ability, not anyone else's. Okay? Not anyone else's ability, just yours. So what is it you want to do? Okay? Figure it out. Write it down. Have it define it clearly and specifically in your mind. Put up pictures of it. And put your face there. Don't use my face. Put your face there. and be good to you. I love you. I love you. Love yourself. Bye.